Hi dears, welcome back to the channel. Today is already Friday, so I wish you a very nice weekend. And these are the news that happened in the last 24 hours. First of all, of course, let's talk a little bit about the situation here in Spain. In the last 24 hours, we had slightly more than 14,500 new cases, which, yes, is 4,000 more than it was yesterday. But it doesn't mean that the situation is getting worse for now, because the index of people getting sick versus 100,000 of people is still getting lower every day. For now, the index is of 320 versus 100,000 people. And the extreme risk that we had here in Spain is not anymore extreme in quite a few regions here in Spain, which, for example, are Canarian Islands, Balearic Islands, which are Mallorca, Menorca, and Ibiza, La Rioja, and a few different areas from the north part of Spain. Here in Valencian region, the risk of getting the virus is still extreme. But just because the index here, the number here is more than 250. You know that when this number is more than 250, it means that the risk is extreme. If it's less than 250, then it's just high risk. So hopefully in the next few days, this number will keep decreasing. And finally, we can say that our Valencian region and Benidorm area, of course, Alicante, Calpe, Denia, Javia, all these like small towns here in our region, does not have extreme risk anymore. What else is happening? Here from the 1st of March, already they've confirmed that they will start opening bars and restaurants once again. Yes, they will start opening them. Before, until now, they were closed and they were only available for a takeaway. Although it's true that a lot of bars and restaurants just shut down. They were not even giving the opportunity for clients to get a takeaway because they just didn't want to waste money to pay for the light, for electricity, for water and products, and the salary for someone who will be working there, because it wasn't just worth it. So from 1st of March, hopefully, if there will be no extreme changes in numbers in the situation here, we will start opening bars and restaurants, but only the terraces. The open air terraces are the only places that will be opened in bars and restaurants here in Valencian area, Valencian region in general, and here in Benidorm as well. So hopefully we'll be able to see terraces full of people. Well, maybe not full, but still with some clients, and Benidorm will be alive again. Although I must say, in the last video that we filmed for you, we've seen quite a lot of people walking near the Levante beach, so it was quite surprising for us as well. Well, hopefully the situation will be better. Next news is that here in Spain, the price for diesel and all kind of petrol in general for our cars in our petrol stations is increasing quite a lot, and now it is equal to the prices that we had before the whole pandemic started, before March 2020, so like a year ago approximately. The average price right now for it in the petrol station is for gasoline 95. You know, we have different gasolines. We have 95, 98 with some additives, without additives. So the average price is €1.25 per liter. And for diesel, the price per liter is cheaper. Of course, it's always cheaper than gasoline. €1.13 average price. Of course, if you go to the low cost, of course. If you go to the low-cost petrol station, then the price will be slightly lower and it's going to be cheaper. The gasoline went up by 5.5% and diesel went up to 6% the price, so it's quite a lot. If you just pick up like 5-10 euros and put just only this amount of money to buy the petrol, you won't see much difference. But if you put full tank, then about 50 liters, then you'll see an increase in price of about 3 to 4 euros in a price, which is a substantial increase. to be honest. But hopefully prices won't continue increasing, because prices increase, the economy is worse and worse, people don't have any jobs, don't have any money. So yeah, soon we will be just walking to work and walking to all the places and not using the cars that often, which more people actually do right now. A lot more people are going with bicycles, with just walking to supermarkets, to the job, to any kind of places they can go in the walking distance, not to use that much of a car, and don't waste money for petrol stations and tanks, car tanks. What else is happening? Here, I wanted to let you know that if you live in Spain, or you know someone who lives in Spain, you might know that the prices for internet and mobile lines and television in companies like Movistar, Vodafone, Orange, and like big companies were increasing from this year as well, and quite a lot. For example, Movistar has increased 2 to 3 euros approximately average for high-speed internet, and 7 to 8 euros for packages in general that you buy. For example, when you purchase a contract for mobile phones and different additional lines, television and internet. 7 to 8 euros, that's almost 10 euros of a difference. And Vodafone, for example, the company Vodafone has increased price for everything, literally everything that you get from them. And they've increased 1.5 euros for each additional mobile phone line that you've purchased with them. Can you imagine? So it's just an increase of price, which is not very legal. This is where I'm going. If you have a contract with these companies, they've been so a lot of people and a lot of organizations that are consumer organizations that basically help us to not to pay in excess and not to pay more than we have to. And they've went to the court and they've presented a lot of papers to make Vodafone and Movistar lower the prices again to the level where they were and not increase them. Why? Because Vodafone, for example, Vodafone and Movistar, both companies, they just didn't mention the legal, let's say, the legal reason why they've increased the prices. Vodafone, for example, just said that they've put more service, more extra additional service to the contracts of their clients. But basically, this is just nothing. The clients cannot barely see that, you know. And by law here in Spain, if you didn't ask for those extra services, they cannot charge you more. So if you've been overcharged by Vodafone, for example, starting from this January 2021, you should know that they already have some documents in court, and probably these courts will and lawyers will make them to give the money back. But you can still call them and say that by law, if a customer didn't ask for any kind of additional service, you cannot overcharge me for this. And they will be forced to give you the money back or give you a discount for the next few months. So this is just a useful tip for you guys, just in case you live here and you have this problem. Know that this is not legal. So this was the news. Another very good news, especially here in Benidorm and Alicante. Finally, for all the pubs and clubs, nightclubs that we have here, which are a lot, especially in Benidorm, you know. Benidorm's nightlife is just the biggest of all the area here. And finally, they've received help from the government. They were the ones that were like forgotten from anyone, like government forgot about them, the local ministers forgot about them, everyone forgot about them. But not just people, not people, but like official organizations. And what happened is that finally there was help approved for them. And for pubs and bars, like night bars and pubs, they will receive 7,000 euros each. And all clubs, like bigger companies where dance floors and which ones are open like from 10 in the evening until 9 in the morning, they will receive slightly more. They will receive 28,000 euros each. Can you imagine? These are like extra payments and help that they won't need to give back. So these are not credits. This is just simply help for the business, like for example Germany does. So this is very good news, because last year in 2020 they were open only for 3 months approximately here, but they were not open like clubs, for example, and people were not able to dance or just sit near the bar. They were just able to sit on around the table with their cocktails with masks, and this was no fun for a lot of them, obviously. So hopefully this will help them to maintain the business and keep the business on track just until that point when they will be able to open again, which hopefully will happen very soon this summer. These were all the news for today. What about the Spanish weather? Spanish weather is very nice. You can see in the first picture that clouds are going somewhere to the Atlantic Ocean. There's going to be cloudy only on the north part of Spain and slightly on the south. Although north part of Spain will have quite a lot of strong wind and waves, so be careful there. The rest of Spain has some fog in early morning, which will disappear by midday, by 2-3 o'clock in the afternoon, and the rest is going to be very, very sunny, and there's going to be no rain. Finally, we can enjoy the good weather. And what about the temperatures? Temperatures are right here. Temperatures are basically the same than they were yesterday, with no major changes. On the north part of Spain, it's going to be from 11 to 19 degrees. Same in the center. South part of Spain will have from 14 to 20 degrees. And Mediterranean area will be the warmest, from 14 till 25. 25 will be in Murcia region, south from Alicante. Alicante will have about 20 degrees. On the sun, the real feeling is about 22 degrees. Barcelona will have 16 only. Madrid, the capital, will have 17. Also not much, but taking into consideration that it's still winter, it's very good still. Andalusia, on the south part of Spain, will have 21 degrees. In Granada, in Malaga, 19. In Sevilla, 19. Marbella will have about 20 degrees as well. In Canarian Islands will be about 22, and Balearic Islands will be 19, which is Mallorca, Menorca, and Ibiza Islands. And here in Valencia and Benidorm, it's going to be about 20 degrees as well, sunny, although there is still some wind as well, but it's not very strong. And water temperature is still 14 degrees here in Benidorm area. These were all the news for today, my dears. I hope you enjoyed them. Have a very, very nice, positive, energizing weekend once again, and I'll see you tomorrow, Saturday, with a new video. Don't forget to subscribe if you still didn't do so that you wouldn't miss the new fun and interesting information videos on this channel. Bye, dears.